India. Magnificent and maddening. Fascinating and frustrating. Wonderful and weird. Truly a travel destination like no other. But if you're thinking of coming on holiday here, particularly for the first time, where on earth do you begin?
India is a vast land of epic mountains and searching deserts, of steaming jungles and endless beaches. It's a place of thriving cities and quiet, picturesque villages, a place of magnificent architecture with a delicious and varied cuisine, a myriad of distinctive cultures and creeds, and a history that dates back into the mists of time. But where does all that leave the modern traveller looking for a holiday? Confused? Quite probably.
My name's Jonny Bealby. I founded Wild Frontiers and we specialise in trips to the Indian subcontinent.
My personal India story actually started when I was just a small boy. My grandmother lived here during the dying days of the Raj, and my mother was born here, and the stories they told have been with me ever since I can remember. As a traveller, journalist, tour operator and guide, I've been coming here for more than 3 decades. I'm even renovating a small farmhouse in rural Rajasthan.
And in this short film, I'm going to show some of the possibilities that will hopefully make choosing the right holiday just a little bit easier. So if you're thinking of coming to India for the first time, you're probably wondering where to start. Well, that part at least is quite easy, as most people travel either to Rajasthan, the land of kings, and the famous Golden Triangle of the north, or they head south to Kerala.
Dealing with Rajasthan first, there are very good reasons why over half of all first-timers travel here. Firstly, it's close to Delhi, where there are excellent flight connections, and which in itself is a fascinating city. A veritable tale of 2 cities, Delhi combines the hustle-bustle of the dramatic Moghul Old Town with its narrow alleys, its markets and mosques, with the sublime New Town, where the quiet parks and tree-lined avenues are peppered by some of the country's most magnificent architecture. From here you can travel easily, either by car or train, down to Agra, where most will go to visit the essential and truly amazing Taj Mahal. And from here, either travelling via the Tiger Park at Ranthambore, which does offer one of the best chances in the world to see tigers in the wild, making up the 3rd stop in the triangle, there's the quintessential Rajput town of Jaipur, with its bustling bazaar, its famous Palace of the Winds, and the nearby Amber Fort. And that in itself makes a great 7 to 10 day holiday.
But if you have a bit more time and want to scratch a little deeper beneath the surface of what is arguably India's most colourful state, then we at Wild Frontiers advise you to step off the well-worn tourist trails to travel into her more rural areas, where you can see some of her amazing village life and stay at some of the extraordinary Rajasthan palaces, now converted into some of the most atmospheric hotels anywhere in the world, like at Ramatra, Diagar, Benswara, or here at Castle Jaipur.
Using Castle Jaipur as a base, you can ride the famous Marwari horses, go for bike rides into the countryside, or just enjoy a bit of relaxation by the pool. There are many such properties in this part of India which you can mix up with other famous towns like Pushkar, Bundi or Jodhpur.
And a great place to finish off your trip to Rajasthan is the lake city of Udaipur.
Sitting on the banks of the beautiful Lake Pichola, Udaipur is a stunning place, packed with impressive palaces, temples and shops. It's easy to navigate and walk around, and is often referred to as Venice of the East. Not only is this one of my favourite towns in India, it also has very convenient flight connections back to London, meaning you can spend your last night here, having dinner at one of the wonderful rooftop restaurants, and bounce straight through without being forced to spend an extra night either in Delhi or Mumbai. Rajasthan is arguably India's most colourful state. It has most of the country's must-see attractions and some of her best hotels. If you like to travel in a small group, our Taj Temples and Tigers tour would tick all of these boxes, as would our India in Slow Motion tour if you like your travels a bit more off the beaten track. And if you like to travel privately, then give us a call and one of our expert travel planners will be happy to help design a trip especially for you.
However, if you're looking for something a little less frenetic, maybe a real holiday, then why not head south to the beautiful state of Kerala, which is where I am now.
Kerala is a stunning state situated on the southern tip of the Indian subcontinent, and if Rajasthan in the north represents a great place for travel, Kerala, with its beautiful beaches, its temple culture, and its meandering backwater cruises, offers the chance to truly relax and enjoy a more traditional holiday.
A great routing here is to fly into Bangalore, then drive down through Mysore, where you'll find a colourful market and an immense palace, before heading onto the beach. There are a number of great beach properties dotted up and down the Malabar coast, but in my opinion, there's none more special than Nileshwar Hermitage.
Here you can relax, walk along the beach, enjoy a truly delicious cuisine, and take a backwater cruise. Using these old converted rice barges to float through the tranquil backwaters is a quintessential part of any trip to the south. And from here, you can continue down the coast to another of my favourite towns, Cochin, a place that hasn't changed much from when my mother lived here as a small girl. This route makes for a perfect 10-day holiday. But if you have a bit more time and want to turn your holiday into more of a travelling experience, you can head up to the hill stations of Ooty and Munnar and on into temple-filled Tamil Nadu.
Rajasthan and Kerala form the ideal locations for the inquisitive traveller looking to come to India for the first time. We have a number of small group tours for those that don't wish to travel alone, and a team of experts back in London ready to create the perfect travel experience for those of you that wish to travel privately. So don't be scared or put off from travelling here just because you've never been to India before. India really is an amazing and rewarding travel destination. Come and see for yourself.